Hey you guys, back again with another video. I'm doing this video because I have to tell you guys something. So, those of you know, most of you, some of you do, most of you don't. I don't know. Most of you do, some of you don't know that I don't eat store-bought bread, right? So, normally when bread comes in the house, it's for my son, you know, and my husband, you know. So, store-bought bread I don't eat. I haven't ate store-bought bread since 2010, 2011, like after I had my son, right? I haven't had store-bought bread in a long time, right? So that means, because due to food allergies, you know, it has ingredients in it like weeds, soybean oil, yeast, stuff like that in it, right? So, canola oil. I don't even know if I'm allergic to canola oil. I just don't use canola oil. I don't know. Maybe because it's close to corn. I don't know. But they do have a thing called corn oil too. But, so, let me tell y'all what's the dealio. What's the dealio? So I made my own mayo. Those who know, and some of you do, some of you don't. I make my own homemade mayo, egg free. So they ran out of mayo, right? I make it, you know, and I share, you know. And silly me, I done cross-contaminated my mayo. Why? Because this is what I did. I should have left it in there. So, I mean, I touch the bread, you know, as long as I wash my hands afterwards before I touch anything else that I'm going to eat, right? So, I put the knife in the jar, right? Put the mayo on it. Then I take a slice of bread, right? And I put the mayo on it, and then I dunk it back in there, and then I put more on it. I didn't realize that until I done did like maybe 4 of his sandwiches. You know, I make his lunch for school for the week. So I made like 4 of his sandwiches, right? And I realized on the 5th sandwich that I've been using this fork, this knife, and dunking it in my mayo and swiping it on the bread with the ingredients that I'm allergic to. I said, I'm here making me more mayo for me. I'm doubling it. And I double it too. This is doubled. So this is like a cup of oil in here. Olive oil. And a half a cup of milk in here. And, you know, ingredients too. Oh yeah, I realized that too. It's doubled. So that means it's double salt too. So yeah. So I realized that. I was like, oh, dang. But it's not going to be a waste because, you know, it's more bread in there. If he want more sandwiches, he can use the mayo. And then, you know, but this would be for me by myself, you know. There's some things I make for me, and then there's some things I make for everybody. Being though I have food allergies, and I'm gluten free, there's certain things like I'll share with them. Like I'll make me a gluten free pizza. I'll share with them. But the main reason that I made it was for me, you know, because my son and my husband, they can get a store-bought restaurant pizza, you know. They can go to the restaurant and get a pizza. I gotta make mine, but I'm nice enough to share my cakes and stuff like that, and you know. But some people. Not my son, but I'm not going to name no names. They take advantage of my stuff. When I make like my gluten-free cakes and stuff, emphasis on the gluten-free, that's why I'm making it known that it's gluten-free, also known as allergy-free cake. Yes, I make things for me so that I can enjoy. Even though they can go to the store and get their own Little Debbie's cake, Inton's cake, whatever, you know, other brand cakes and stuff and cookies and stuff. You know, they can do that. But this is the thing. I will make a whole thing of gluten-free cake. If it's on the gluten-free, I'm saying this for a reason because it's for me. But I'm not gonna sit there and eat a whole cake though. But somebody, not gonna name names, it's not my son though. How I will make a cake. Let's say I make a flat cake, right? Like a sheet cake, right? I'll put it in something like this. Speaking of cake, I gotta make a cake today. Don't feel like it, but I want to. I want to taste to see how it comes out. But that's gonna be a video by itself. I'm not gonna say the name of it or nothing. So I make a cake in here. I prefer either. Ooh, I ain't eating none. I feel a little dizzy. So I prefer to make my cakes in this, you know, and then I'll cut them into like 3, 6, 9, 12, like 12 pieces, right? So the last time I made a red velvet cake and I put it in this pan. Don't you know? Not my son. Not gonna name names. Ate 8 pieces of the cake. Mind you, it was 12 pieces here of red velvet cake, and 8 of it was missing. He ate 8 pieces of cake. So that means 9, 10, 11. It was only 4 pieces left. Now this will make 12 pieces of slices of pieces of cake. You know, I cut this in 12 pieces, right? So that means it's 3 of us, right? We all probably would get like how many? 4 pieces each if we distribute it evenly. 4 pieces each. But this one, my husband want to eat 8 slices. When I run out of cake, he can go to the store and buy him and our son a cake. But don't ask me, do I want anything? See, I don't mind sharing. It's when you eat all my stuff and then go to the store and don't even think about me. That's why he make me don't want to share with him. My husband I'm talking about. And don't get me wrong, I do love him, but I don't love his ways sometimes. Like, I can make a cake for me, and he know I can't go to the store and eat any cake I want or any cookies I want. I gotta make it myself. So why would you do that? Why would you go and eat 8 pieces of cake knowing that you just short your wife and your son 2 pieces each? Because technically we supposed to each have 4 pieces. But some people take it upon themselves like the cake was made for them. Like I said, when I make my cake, it's for me. But I do have them in mind sometimes. Mostly my son, not my husband. But this is why. He takes, if y'all hear that sound, that's the kettle right here. He thinks when I make cakes that he can eat it all he wants. That's not right. I don't come in here and put all these ingredients together just for him. Then when he goes to the store, he only think about himself. And I'm like, okay, so where's my snacks? You done woofed my cake. Where's my snack? Where's the money to replace the ingredients to make another cake? I don't mind sharing. I'm not being selfish. I don't mind sharing. But when you take it upon yourself to think that you can eat the cake by yourself, that's not right. That's selfish. I didn't mean to do this video about that, but I just mainly came on here and said how something so simple can easily cross-contaminate your food. And then I, just went on a rampage, But I don't mind sharing with my son, of course. But then it's a problem sharing with him, my husband, because he eats my stuff like it's for him. And when I make a cake, I buy all the ingredients myself. No help from him. I get the flour. I get everything I need to make cake. Period. But he thinks, and then mind you, butter is expensive. The flour I use is expensive. That's the kettle kettling. Hi, kettle. How do you do? I had this kettle for a long time. Don't throw away your original to replace something, fancy and stuff. This right here I had since 2016-17. That kettle right there. And this one right here broke down. I would never get rid of my kettle for electric. I always would keep my original, especially when it comes to replacing. Like, it don't even, I think it's a short in it or something. See? I would never throw out my original. But yeah, I don't mean to keep y'all here long. I just wanted to show y'all how quick something like that can happen without even thinking. Like you can have 2 jars right here, right? Peanut butter and jelly, right? Somebody can be allergic to peanut butter but not the jelly, and you would take the knife from the peanut butter and dip it into the grape jelly. Now you done put the peanut in the jelly. Something so simple, but all you need is really 2 of these in each of them. That saved the cross-contamination problems, you know. I'll just use that as an example, but yeah, something so simple can easily happen. And you know, that's how people that have food allergies can get sick, when one thing that they're allergic to gets into something that they're not allergic to. You see, that's how something happened that quick. And with me, it was with the dipping the knife in the non-allergy mayo onto something that I'm allergic to, and then taking from that and putting it back in, and now it's contaminated. Now this is going to be for my son when he wants more sandwiches. But I'm making me my own mayo right here. I do them separately because it don't thicken when you double it. So you got to do it separately and just, you know, do everything and put everything in one container and then another thing in another container, and then just mix them like that. And then they'll thicken up, and then you put them in the refrigerator, and then once they set, then you take it out and then you put it together. Because when I did that before, I did a cup of olive oil and a half a cup of milk, and it didn't thicken. So the trick is to double it, but put it in 2 separate containers. Like 2 separate containers like this, see? 2 separate containers, and get your hand mixer. But yeah, so yeah, it thickens like that. I didn't use this. This is me. But yeah, so yeah. So yeah, something so simple like that can make someone sick. That's why people with food allergies like myself gotta watch where they eat and what they put, you know, who they eat from. But you know what? My son's doctor, or the lady that was covering for my son's doctor, she said she was allergic to apples, bananas, avocado. Listen, I thought I had it bad when I found out I had food allergies, but there's somebody who has it worse than you. Like, she can't eat no apples. What? Okay. So I'm glad. Okay, I thought I had it. I love me avocado. But what? When you think lesson learned. When you think you got it bad, someone got it worse off than you. And I thank God that I am allergic to a lot of stuff, but I can still eat fruits. And vegetables. God is good. God is good. You know, things that, you know, we take for granted, we should be thanking God for it. You know, like activities of your limbs, being able to come in the kitchen and cook for yourself, go to the store yourself, get out your bed yourself. You know, those things. Well, that's not little things though, but things that we take for granted, we should be thanking God for every day. Like me being able to get up out my bed myself and be able to go to the bathroom. Thank you, Lord. Like, for real. Like, the simple stuff, to be able to eat your food and taste it and digest it, stuff like that. There's people who can taste their food. They can't taste their food, but they can swallow it. But there's some people who can't even swallow whole food, like, you know, like solid foods. Like, I'm grateful for everything. I don't take nothing for granted right now. Your sight, your hearing, being able to talk, being able to dress yourself. And I'm telling you, when you this is what I've noticed. Like if I pull a muscle in my back or something, or I get up wrong or whatever, like what was so simple, be like, oh my gosh, that muscle that I just pulled, it like when I try to take a breath, it hurts. Like it's hard to breathe. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like you don't realize your muscles. Like every task you do, you using your muscles. Like sometimes, like if you hurt your arm, like oh my gosh, my arm, oh my gosh, my arm hurts and stuff. You know what? I'm rambling. Let me go. I gotta get another one of these. I had this for 10 years when we was living in Brooklyn. 2015. Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna do these for 1 minute. Echo. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Something so simple. What you said. You gotta be mindful. Gotta thank God for the little things, the small things. Even though it may not be little. Now this right here is liquid, right? See that? I don't know if y'all can see it. I can see it from here though. It's liquid. Now, once I mix this in for 1 minute, it'll be thick like this. See that? Thick. Now I put it in the refrigerator for 10 minutes. Echo. 1 minute.
1 minute. Dismiss timer. The next device that comes out from Amazon, like the Echo device or the Alexa device, I'm not buying it. Nope. And look, thick now. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for 10 minutes. Real 10 minutes. Not edit 10 minutes. Echo 10 minutes. So 10 minutes starting now.
So I'm gonna clean up and do what I gotta do, and if I don't do it, it don't get done. Somebody gotta do stuff in the house. Like the crazy thing is that I buy all the stuff that need to clean the house, right? Dishwashing liquid, bathroom cleaner, soap detergent, for the laundry, all of that, right? I buy the sponges, I buy the rag to use to clean what needs to be clean. I buy the broom and the dustpan, the mop, and and this and that, and the pledge spray that does. About all of that, right? Toilet paper, paper towel. The least you can do is use them. Not the paper towel and toilet. Use it to clean what needs to be clean. And then y'all say, oh, it's just sitting there. You know how expensive things are now? Like, come on now. And then I bought this the other day. Raid. Like, this is multi-insect. So, yeah, I bought this the other day. Don't you know my husband took this and sprayed it like air freshener? Like, we've been living here for 3 years. Like, the first 3 years, we didn't see any mice and nothing like that. And, stuff like that. But then they started digging next door. They started digging in front for the, to build new stuff and stuff. That's when the problem started. One of the problems, at least. But, yeah. But it's like, if I don't buy it, it won't get in this house, though. But once it's in this house, somebody will use it. When I say somebody, I'm talking about my husband. He'll use a lot of it. But he won't go out and buy it. I mean, with his own money, he won't go out and buy it. But he'll use it when it's here. Oh, he'll use it when it's here. Sometimes he'll take dishwashing liquid and go wash clothes with it. But he won't go to the store with his money and buy laundry detergent. It's okay once in a while to do it, but when you make it a constant habit, that's a problem. Now, when we run out of dishwashing liquid, who's going to go to the store and buy it? I'll wait. Exactly. You'll use almost all this in laundry, but you won't go to the store and buy laundry detergent. Okay? When this get low, between you and I stock up on these, but he don't know. But when this get low, I'm gonna leave this empty for see how long it takes. But you know what he'll do? He'll add water to it. So 90s. Do people still do that in this day and time? They add water to it to stretch it. It's already concentrated, but I'm gonna leave this sitting right here and see how long he'll realize. Oh, do we have more than? See, this is funny. This is funny. This is real life right here. He don't give me the money to buy nothing, but he expect things to appear in the house. Like, oh, do you have Tylenol for our son? Did you buy it? No, we don't have any. Of course I bought it, but I'm saying, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what he thinks, but I don't know, but for some reason he think things just snips like that and disappears, my husband I'm talking about. Like, why does he do that? I don't know. It's like he expect, like, I have unlimited supplies of dishwashing liquid and laundry detergent and toilet paper and paper towel. Just the other day he was like, no, not too long ago, he was like, do we have any more toilet paper? Did you go to the store and buy more toilet paper? No, we don't have more toilet paper. But I got some toilet paper. But what he know? Did you go? It's amazing how he always asks me this. But he don't ever give me nothing to contribute to the house. Like, like, he expects things to just appear here. Like, did you give me any money to buy toilet paper? Did you go to the store and buy toilet paper? Then no, we don't have any. I'm sorry. But 9 out of 10, I make sure we have toilet paper. Sometimes we run out of paper towels, but I have, but I can do without toilet. I can go without paper towels sometimes, because I have, like, towels here. Like, I dry my hands, like that, and then I'll wash it, and then I'll have this to wipe down the spills. I had to buy a new rag too. So, oh, do we have any more sugar? Did you go to the store and get more sugar? Did you give me money to go buy sugar? No. Do we got any more mustard? Did you go to the store to buy mustard? Did you give me money to buy mustard? No. It's amazing how things just appears, but he don't give me nothing to buy it. Do we have any more bread? Did you give me money to buy bread? Did you go to the store yourself and buy it with your money? No? No, we don't have bread. Oh, do we got any syrup? Did you give me money to buy syrup? No. Did you go to the store and buy you some syrup? No. But I make my own syrup. I'm not sharing with you though. And I know y'all probably saying, why you do him like that? If only you knew. If only you knew what he do to me. Okay? I make sure I have the things we need for this house. I make sure of that. Because if it wasn't for me, God's grace, thank you, Lord, for God. Yeah, this place wouldn't be up and running how it should be. But they say a woman runs a household, right? Yeah, we keep things in shape. We make sure we have this, that, and that. Because I don't like to run out of things. You got any more tea bags? Did you go to the store and buy tea bags? Did you give me money to go buy tea bags? No? Then we don't have no tea bags. But I make sure we have tea bags. I make sure we have milk. Just bought a new gallon. Alright, y'all, I'm out. Didn't mean to rip and rant with y'all, but I just felt this had to get off my chest. Recording will stop soon. Go to device storage to free up space. Okay. Alright, y'all, I'ma go. Do we have any more salt? But truth be told, this man would not know what to do without me. You know, things, if he was running this household, we wouldn't have half the things in this house. Probably none of the things in this house that I make sure we have. But I thank God that I'm the one that's more, minded to things we need for the house. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say nothing else. But I'm just glad that I know, because how I grew up, my mother made sure we had things in the house like toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant, lotion, soap, dishwashing liquid, cleaning supplies, stuff like that you need. My mother made sure, and I, as an adult, I'm bringing that, I'm making sure too. Alright, y'all, I'm sorry this video was long, sorry. I'm about to make me some iced tea, which probably will be gone before I can even get a cup. You want to know by who? Take a wild guess. And it ain't my son. It's amazing how he uses up everything but don't buy nothing. And then when it goes low, he expects it to come out of air to appear more. It don't work that way. You gotta spend money to get things. Some people don't comprehend that, which I should. He's older than me. He should know better, right? Sometimes you know better, right? Or you don't know better, then you do better. Something like that. But sometimes you think when you're a certain age, you would know to do better, right? Not always the case. Not always true. You think because you're older, you'd be like, they would know more and they would do better. They would know, like, oh, we got an apartment. This needs to be in this apartment at all times. Not always. Not always. Some people get up there in age and don't have no wisdom. What's that for? Okay. Oh my gosh. I done put the mayo in the refrigerator and it's 10 minutes already. But yeah, some people get up there in age and don't know nothing. Sometimes you be like, oh, wisdom comes with age. Not always. Bye, y'all.